Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Subpar Gamers podcast, Unofficially Season 2. Oh, wow. That's like the title of the season, Unofficially Season 2. I am
Ooh,
your
okay.
host. Hey, Steph.
And whose host am I? I don't get to be
That
anyone's
is.
host. Yeah, I'm Daddy's host.
You're, you're Dreamy Pool's host.
Oh, yeah. Dreamy
Well,
Bowl, my
welcome back.
beloved.
Welcome back, Tyler.
It's been so long.
I know. The
Maybe
first,
not long enough.
yeah. Um,
You apparently have tons to talk about.
Yeah, so of course we take a this was only this hiatus of ours is only supposed to be like a week long,
Mhm.
but unfortunately my life has somehow gotten worse.
Interesting. How?
All right, sorry for the technical difficulties. I pulled on my headphone cord and my PC wants to shut off apparently when I pull my headphone cord. Not to mention, by the way, I said I literally said my life sucks, and then that happened. And now my PC is updating itself.
Oh my god. How long is this
So
update?
it says restarting, so probably long. So yeah, this is my luck. So how's the like past 2 months been for you, man?
Not nearly as interesting as yours has been. Um, I basically just sat on my ass and played games. Didn't have any in-person classes still, so I'm just grinding away at online classes, which sucks. And I go bowling 3 times a week. My only solace.
Which I have not been bowling
Yeah,
ever
you
since.
scumbag.
Listen, none of this is my fault now. Okay, my computer's done updating. Now it needs to boot up.
Oh my god.
NASA space age computer type energy right here.
Space age technology. I did try out a bit more PC gaming. I've been playing a bunch of modded Minecraft. Tried Siege on PC. So
Ooh,
sweaty. Literally uh, dripping sweat. It's
I don't
absolute
think
sweat
my
fest.
PC can handle a molecule of sweat.
It'll probably turn itself off again.
I don't know why I did that. That pisses me off.
It's whatever.
I mean, it did it to me before. It was like my first live stream in a couple months. I had like 8 viewers, and I was playing Getting Over It, and literally shut off. And I haven't streamed again.
I've been streaming sort of on and off. Well, not really on and off. I streamed like 5 times in the past 2 days and then not at all for the last 2 months.
On and off.
Yes, pretty much. I, half of the time I stream is just so someone else can see what I'm playing. Because someone's always curious. Because like a couple of the friends were wondering what I was doing on modded Minecraft.
Yeah.
It got goofy.
Goofy, huh?
Oh yeah.
So, I guess if anybody can hear an audio, like a difference in our voices, it's because we're both sick right now.
Yep. I got sick on Tuesday morning. It is now the next Wednesday, and every day that I wake up, it's just horrifically groggy in the throat. And it's a lot better now, but It's just been a state of just slight sickness for over a week, and it's really dumb.
Listen, the throat thing, it's my fault. I'm sorry, okay?
Oh no, nothing happened with my throat.
It's wide. He don't feel it.
Don't feel a thing. Like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
Yeah, I got sick Tuesday because I went to work Tuesday, and no, Monday I got sick. I went to work and I was like, by like 12 p.m. I was dying. Like, I was literally sitting in a chair all day, and I had to leave. I left at 4, so that was 4 hours of me like nodding off in a chair.
Yeah, mine wasn't really that bad. I was able to work and be just fine. I actually only worked one day this weekend.
Yeah, well,
Cause,
I worked 5.
yep, I worked one day, but it was for 8 hours. I mean, it wasn't a nice day, but and I didn't even get to bowl. It's so stupid. I wanted to bowl, man.
Well,
I'm a bowlaholic.
are you a bola?
Oh yeah, I'm a bowler.
You know, I don't know if I should say this joke or not.
Why not?
Are you a bola or a bowler?
I'm allowed to say that I'm a bowler. You're not allowed to say it though. That's
That was
off
pretty
limits.
edgy, and that kind of really made me, that actually made me scared to say that one.
You didn't have to, but
Oh,
now
would you
now it's out there.
my PC 35%? It wasn't even done updating.
Oh, that's wonderful.
The phone podcast.
Yep.
Let's go.
I am not
So,
letting this extend past midnight again.
yeah, most likely it will. Well, unless you want to edit it and make the thumbnail and upload it to YouTube and Spotify.
Oh, God. I'm saying we end the recording before midnight.
Yeah, we could.
We're not having a 2-hour talk.
But I guess since my life is nothing but tea and drama,
Tea and drama.
I will get past the sad news first. Um, I'm uncomfortable talking about this now. I feel so on the first. So not many people know this, but my grandmother was battling cancer last month, and on the first day, April Fool, on April Fool's, she passed away. So that's kind of why our well, there's multiple reasons why, but this was one for me why I wasn't doing the podcast
Mm.
because it's either like you can like nobody gives a shit. Nobody will ask Tyler, but Tyler, you can ask Tyler. Like I practically wasn't online
Yeah.
for like a whole month.
You started
November,
coming back here in the past like week or so.
yeah. So I really wasn't doing much. I was either texting my homies,
Having
being with
sex
my
with the homies.
being with my beloved girlfriend, or visiting my grandmother
Mhm.
for the past month or two. I think it's been a month. I don't think it's been 2 months. I'm not sure though. But yeah, that was. And then like last week, it was her funeral or her viewing, and Wednesday, last Wednesday was pretty hard for me. But I'm not over it, but I'm good enough to talk about it without crying.
Mhm.
So yeah, That's basically where I have been. And if I haven't been doing that, then I've been on the grind of working
Yeah.
and playing Skate 3. Transition. Woo!
Yeah, transition. I don't know. Before we move to something totally goofy, I don't know, because that's been happening to you. My grandma lives with us right now, which I'm pretty thankful for.
Yeah.
But like having that happen to you has really made me think a lot about that, and I've been trying to spend as much time as possible, because now it's not so certain.
Well, this is gonna sound really bad, and I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way. I
Mhm.
loved my I have two grandmothers, keep in mind. I have two sets of grandparents. I gravitated more towards my dad's side of grandparents because like don't get me wrong, hold on.
Hear me out, hear me out.
Because my dad's side, they were the ones who babysat me. They were the ones who watched me. Like I spent the weekends with. And my mom's my grandmother that just passed away, she wasn't the type of grandmother to be like, oh, he can spend the night. She was like, we just visited her, you know.
Oh, so you weren't like
I was
terribly close.
I was towards the end. Me and her were getting like connection wise, we were pretty close. But
Hmm.
I feel like a good chunk of why I'm not sad right now is because there was two stages. She was at the hospital for like a good chunk, and then her last week or two was at a hospice nursing home type thing. So obviously, I didn't like once you get moved to hospice, you know you don't have much time to live. And well, I figured I wasn't even say. So when she was in the hospital, I wrote a I wrote a very long note to her so that she could read it, and it was basically telling her like how I felt about her, which is it was all good, like how much I loved her, and I how much time like I worshipped the time that we had together and all
That's
that.
nice.
It was stuff that I wanted to say to her, but I didn't have the guts to because I would like if I were to try to say it to her, I would start crying and I wouldn't be able to finish it.
Yeah.
So I think writing that, and then there was one time it was just me and her. Like I drove to the hospital, and it was just me and her in the room, and me and her talked about like death and life, and like are you okay with you know passing away? Are you scared? She's like, no, I'm not scared. We honestly all thought she was gonna pass away in the hospital because it was looking pretty bad. But then she went to hospice, and like at the hospital, she couldn't walk. Hospice, she could walk. She was like walking around with a wheel, with a cane and stuff.
Yeah.
And then April 1st comes around. I was gonna actually visit her probably on April 1st or the next day, April 2nd. And then at 5 a.m., I got a phone call from my mother, and probably one of the worst phone calls I've ever gotten in my life. But yeah, that's how that happened. And I needed. I mean, I probably still need more time to grieve. I'm probably not still ready to even do anything yet. I'm highly unmotivated, but yeah, spend time with your grandparents because your
Yeah.
grandparents love you more than they love their own children. They
I'd
do.
believe that. Yeah. I'm glad you were able to have a good talk with her and have some forewarning about it. Because
Yeah.
sometimes it just happens so sudden that a lot of people
Well,
don't get that time.
to me that was so sudden because I thought I still had more time with her,
Oh, yeah.
but I didn't. Yeah, spend time with them because they might be old, they might be, you know, annoying, but you won't ever. It's hard to explain this because, well, it's not hard for me. I've You might find them annoying, but you'll miss that. You'll miss being annoyed by them. You'll miss their
That
phone call.
makes sense.
You'll miss their phone calls. You'll miss their voices, and slowly but surely you'll start to forget memories,
Yeah.
and it just goes downhill from there. But just spend time with them.
Yeah.
Make sure that they
As
know that you love them, and they let have them let you know that they love you.
as far as my own morality, like I'm not totally scared of like death itself, but like being forgotten. Like that scares me. Like what is the point if like you did nothing? Like what is the point if you made zero impact at all?
And that's what actually, thinking about that now kind of makes me upset because here we are. We're not well known, but we're known. At least to some people, we're known, right? Like at
Bro,
least
if
to the,
if we both like got hit by a truck at the same time, they'd forget about this podcast in a week, man.
no,
There'd be no chance. We're gone.
meaning like, well, at least I know from me, I would have two or three random people care and be a little bit upset. But like, we got a lot of friends that are in the circle, in the inner circle,
Hmm.
and I feel like, at least with Tornado, at least his people, like he would probably say something about it. And well, let's. I am absolutely horrified to death, and I'm horrified to being forgotten. Clarify that out of the
Hmm.
way before I say this. He'll probably say something about it. At the same time, though, I'm not scared of being forgotten though because this is gonna be like the Matrix here. In some shape, way, or like in some way or another, somebody's always going to be forgotten in somebody's mind. Not everybody's going to remember everybody.
Hmm.
Like this is going to sound really fucked up, and I could probably use another example, but there's nothing coming to my mind. Okay, I'm not going to say that. Okay, like Julius Caesar, right? I just watched a comedian. I don't know his name, but like he was saying how they went to Italy, and his daughter asked something about Caesar, and he thought Caesar was a salad and like a play, not a real person.
Oh yes, I love Caesar salad.
So Caesar, he was forgotten by that comedian,
Yeah,
right?
but he still was able to pass down a legacy because he made
All of,
such a profound impact.
I got a joke here. All of Angry Man Mustache, Kanye forgot what he did, but he didn't forget him.
Well, that's a good one.
So people are ignorant to other things. So I'm pretty sure that unless you're John Lennon, everybody will forget you because that fucker's been dead for 40 years and he's still posting on Instagram. Don't know how the fuck he's doing it.
He's just better. He's better. It's a skill issue.
A motherfucker fucking scheduled post. He has post scheduled every
I,
other day.
that's what I should do. I should schedule like videos and shit posted like 120 years from now.
Just record yourself like jerking off, and then
Dreamy
schedule it
Bull's
like
legacy.
schedule it like 8 years from now.
8 years? I think I'd need to push it back a little more than that.
I don't think you're allowed to. Hold on, wait. Let's call back on my PC account. My PC just booted up. Let's go.
I should do it.
All right. I will try
Oh
not
my god,
to.
that's so much better.
I will try not to bump anything. I'll try. I won't even try to move.
Okay, that's fine.
Dream Bull's legacy.
Yeah, Dreamy Bull's legacy. Beating off into the camera for the next 60 years. Grandpa's gonna be shooting blanks here soon enough.
That's why I have to do it now. So you're a young bull.
Oh yeah.
No, but like Mr. Beast, did something where he uploaded
Street to
like
Mr. Beast.
he recorded videos of himself, and apparently he has them scheduled like 18 years down the road or something like that.
Like Dreamy Bull style videos?
I hope so.
Yeah. See Mr. Beast smacking his
Mr.
wiener
Beast
up.
smacking his Jimmy schlong, Jimmy dong. Oh hell
Jimmy's
no,
Jimmy.
his 15-inch elephant cock.
What do you think Tate's legacy would be? The Tatester, the Tate
Smoking,
Meister.
smoking, and then getting rumors spread that he got cancer and beating that woman viciously.
Have you seen the pictures and videos of him after he got out of prison?
Yeah, just
He
walking.
looks so much different. It doesn't even look
Well,
like him.
because he has hair,
Yeah,
like a balding set of hair, but
still weird.
hair. Yeah, but I've seen videos of him like walking with like his hands in a praying thing, like a position, and then he just like walks. He paces back and forth.
Yeah, is he like straight up like Islamic now? I don't know if it's Islamic,
Dude, I have
but like he
no.
was like quoting the Quran and shit.
Let me be real with you. Just because I have an Andrew Tate fan club on Xbox, don't mean I like the son of a bitch. I
But have you
think
seen
that
his schlong, bro?
oh hit he probably got a baby dick. Now guess what? He's gonna somehow hear this, and he will like be sending me death threats in the mail, and he won't even know where my address is, but he'll
Andrew
find
Tate
out.
sending you a death threat's probably the best thing that could happen to a small influencer's career.
Yes, that I mean, hopefully they're just threats and not nothing serious, but sorry. Oh my god, that'd be so funny though. Watch, that's how I blow up. Me, me fake
Getting an
shit
Andrew
talking
Tate
Andrew,
beef.
me fake shit talking Andrew Tate, and then he actually just watches 1 second. I'm gonna dox you now, you little shit.
Bro, like, the whole
No, but
damn
one of his
world's talked about him at some point.
no,
Imagine,
what's his one of his goons name? I think his name is Sneeko.
yeah.
Starting beef with Moist Critical for like no reason.
I've seen hardly anything about that besides the fucking
The
them
guns.
showing off the guns. Yeah.
Well, Sneako's stupid considering the fact that you can get yourself banned for showing guns. I don't know if he's still on Twitch or not. He might be on that fucking off-brand YouTube that would get shut down in 3 years, anyways. I think it's Kick or something.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure.
Something stupid. It's gonna get shut down because what what Kick's doing is practically what Twitch did or was able to do up until the government caught up to them and made them change some of their features. Like on Twitch, you used to be able to watch copyrighted music or videos or whatever and say and practically do whatever you want except for nudity. And then boom, like 2019 came around, you can no longer listen to copyrighted music or watch any kind of content whatsoever. So practically, what's going to end up happening to Kick is you won't be able to watch copyrighted videos. That includes like Netflix movies and etc. And you
But we need
probably
to
won't be able to.
purge reaction channels so much.
I don't mind it, but like if I were to do it, it would be on a live stream. It wouldn't be like YouTube content. If it was, it'd be like drama for me. But yeah, the website's either going to get taken down by the government because copyright is a law. It's not a recommendation. Like, that's a good quote. I'm gonna let's go to the quote book.
It's like the Geneva Convention only applies to the person who lost the war.
Yeah, I mean it's true. Like it's it's not it's not a recommendation. It's it's been a law since the 70s. So,
Yeah, I think it's just a suggestion, honestly.
uh-huh. Now we're gonna go diving deep into some Dreamy Bull Dick. And
Dreamy Bowl, for
it's the
those who
most.
are uninitiated. Oh my
Should
god.
we should we do
I don't think
some
we should.
examples?
I do not think we should.
Pause.
No.
Pause. Give me all of it. Give me all of it.
Butter below.
I'm about to come. He's this African American solo gay porn star
Hmm. Apparently,
that
I have a
basic.
wife and kids.
Yeah, I didn't even know that until you sent me one meme. It's like it was like a Dreamy Bull edit. It was like you don't have to cut me off, and then just like has
Flashes his
Dreamy
entire
Bull,
family.
and then it goes to a video of him like jacking off and then coming. So now how
Imagine
this is a meme.
how much their kids are gonna get bullied. Hey yo, this your dad, and it's just him busting
Bye.
into the camera. Oh my
But
god.
the memes we watch, right? You can't see his dick,
Oh, but you
but
can
you
see
can
the cum like fly up into the frame.
like his dick is barely in frame, and like you just see like a thin white stripe go up and then go drop right back down.
Yeah, like
It
they
is
crop it into his face and like it almost goes to his chin.
it's it's funny because it works so well with other memes. Like one of them I saw, it was like me at my birthday party when I see candy. Give me all of it. Give me all of it. I want all of it. Oh, I need to find an example. This is just
I don't think you need to.
it's just too funny.
Can we get banned for this?
I don't think so. And if we do, what's what's the problem with it, man? You know. Actually, I haven't. Oh, here we go. Here's one. Me trying to stay awake in class. No, okay. That doesn't have any audio. It's not funny. If there's no audio, it's not funny. Oh, here we go. It's one where Buzz Light. No, I don't want that one. Here's one. Here.
I I think that's I think that's more than enough.
This is like hands down the best meme
I
I've ever.
love it. We it's so
Oh,
easy to quote.
wait, did you see there's a new bull in town. I don't know his name. But remember the meme I sent you, the 6-year-old me and my dad when we play together? And it's like this. Did you see that one?
No, was it a long time ago?
No, it was today. Here. This is the new Dreamy Bull. Hold on, listen to this one.
Oh, that. He's been around for a while.
I didn't hear him though. I never seen the daddy. I'm coming. Oh,
You
this is
see him
he's not as
tied up like
popular
a
as Dreamy.
Thanksgiving turkey quite a lot.
This is fucked. If we don't get banned after this, we're
Fuck,
unstoppable.
what's his name?
I don't know their names by heart.
Why not? That I just love the Thug Shaker.
Oh,
God,
that's his name.
no, not that's not his name. I'm t- you know what the Thug Shaker is, right?
The hell I do not. Hold on, I need to blow my nose, and I don't want anybody to hear it.
So the Thug Shaker is basically s- just black men twerking. Honestly, it's just their oiled up booties, just absolutely making it go to town. They're shaking that rump. There's a lot of movement back there.
That gotta be the most hottest thing I think I've ever heard in my life.
But they just look like it's racist as it is that they
Don't.
call it the thug shaker for a reason.
I thought you were gonna add on to it.
Nope, nope. My lawyer has advised me not to continue that sentence.
Your lawyer hates deaf, or the other lawyer?
You were one of the people there when we watched Oiled Up Black Men twerking at one of the
Oh yes,
sleepovers?
it was at Tyler's birthday party. It was me, Tyler, and two other of our friends, and Tyler was the one who started it, but I was the one
I
who.
wouldn't say that much.
Well, long
I
story
egged it
short,
on, maybe.
long story short, Tyler started it for the first like 5 minutes maybe, and good old fashioned hates deaf. I dragged it on for 48 minutes. I was looking up on Tyler's family Xbox, rather.
No, it wasn't with my family. It's a
Sorry. Well,
personal.
it was in the living room still.
Yeah, well, I moved it out of my room to the living room. So
um,
thankfully, there wasn't anything.
and then come to find out, Tyler's sister was home.
I actually forgot about that for a minute. Shit.
So we were watching like like it wasn't just black boys; it was all boys twerking and moaning and doing the most devious sexual things.
Most of them were.
Full volume, by the way.
I didn't know there was that many people that twerked on camera, let
There's
alone
a whole
guys of
There was a
colored.
whole, there was like 5 playlists. Actually, there's a playlist dedicated only to black guys twerking, which
Oh
was a
yeah.
good chunk of what we watched. And then we moved on to Hispanic guys twerking.
The old
We didn't watch
chocolate
those
double
white.
scoop.
Oh my god, that was a very fun time. Oh no, every time one of the boys has a birthday party, me and Tyler and like 3 other of our friends just have like the best time of our life
It's,
without the person that
we haven't done a lot meeting up
I
as
guess
a group
okay, two.
recently.
Two. One of our friends had a birthday party and then like me, Tyler, and another friend of the group. Not the one that had the birthday party, but another one
Hmm.
went to a fucking a thrift shop and we were in there for like 2 hours. I think we were almost there until close. Head pun until close, and then we went to our we live extremely close to one of the state parks in our state, and we went there and
Is it
walked
even a
for like
state park? I don't even think it's a state park. I think it's just a local county park. I don't know. Continue.
well, there's a lot of them anyways, but we went to like a game park essentially,
Yeah.
and we were literally walking for like 3 hours and just being absolute uh speds. I was going to say another word, but that's not politically correct. But that's
Yeah.
how, but that's how we were acting.
Pretty much.
Like if we could vlog that, that would be the most funniest experience I think I've ever caught on camera. Either that or our bowling adventure where me and you went to Burger King after. That was that was
I
some top
love that.
notch. That was some top notch shit. Like so we went bowling and then afterwards, me and Tyler, I drove Tyler home, but we wanted to get something to eat because we were starving. Thank God there was a Burger King right there, right? So we went in, ordered. We our dumbasses got Burger King hats and we sat down. And we were like the only people there. Minus this one girl that like I was like, Tyler, go get her. Because she was at the bowling alley.
Was she?
Just yeah. And then remember she was at the bowling alley and like I was looking at her and then I was like, yo, look at this chick, Tyler. And then she looked over at me looking at her, trying to get your attention to her. And then she looked over at us.
Yeah.
So we pull into this Burger King. I parked right in front of the window of the establishment. And who's sitting right at the window? The girl that me and Tyler were staring at
I
with her
was
mother.
doing minor to minimal staring.
I was too, but she caught us staring at her or looking over. We weren't staring. How about that? We were looking because I don't stare at people.
We were taking a gander, perusing the aisles.
But yeah, she was at the Burger King, and then we walked in, acting like dicks when we go in because our fucking shoes are wet. So Tyler, Genie says he is, like makes it so his like little feet make loud sounds on the floor.
Little feet.
and,
Why
then
did you
he,
have to describe it like that?
and then he like fucking what's the sound like this? Squish, quick, quick, you like when your shoes
Yeah.
are wet. Walks into the bathroom and just this Burger King is the smallest Burger King I think I've ever been in.
So you were just left out there, everyone
Yeah,
looking over at
the
you.
door, and then 15 feet in front of me, the mom and the girl.
Oh my
And then,
god.
yeah, we went in, ordered our food. They left, thank God.
Why are we retelling this story again?
I don't. Did we tell it?
After bowling, yeah, that was like one of our
Well,
biggest
shit, it's
stories
funny.
ever.
I don't give a shit. It gets all tied in.
Okay.
So we sit
Okay.
down. Tyler burps like a jackass. Family of like 18 looks over at him and us, and we can just not stop laughing. But we look over to our right and see a Goodwill.
Yep.
It's just the Goodwill Adventures. they
One
just
of the
don't end.
photos you took at the Goodwill was me wearing an Angry Birds tie, and I stuck my belly out so far. Told you, told you to get in my belly, and you snapped
oh,
that photo, and now it's being passed around the friend group because
oh,
I look like a
Alec,
substitute teacher.
Alec posted that.
Oh, he didn't post it publicly.
I don't. It would have been funny if he did, but I give it
It
to
would
him.
not have been. It would not have been
There was
funny.
another one where he's wearing a shirt that said "Slow Wars" with a sloths, and then there was like this banger shirt. I should have bought it, but it wasn't my size. It was more Tyler's size.
Hmm.
It said Bass Inga, like Bazinga, but Bass Inga. That had to be the most cringiest shit I think I've ever seen in my life.
It's too good. It's a good
No,
thing
wait,
Alec didn't post that shit of me, or I got so much dirt on him. I got so many pictures of him that he would not want. Oh
listen,
man.
nobody I don't think has. They had a lot of people have younger pictures of me when I was like prepubescent, but not a lot of people have like new pictures of me, which I don't
I
really.
got them new pictures.
Well, you got. Let's see here. You got the one where me and you were at the national park, and I was flipping you off and smiling. That's like an album cover right there. Just saying, because I was on these rocks and Tyler was down below taking the pictures. So just like the camera pointing up at me, I'm in all like military camouflage with the Vans on, and my hair is all messed up, and I'm smiling with my eyes closed and giving two middle fingers.
I've got
Best photo of me ever.
I've got 7 photos of you that at least Google recognized, plus a video,
Right.
and 6 of them are at the bowling alley. 7
Oh
of
yeah,
them.
because I took his phone and just started snapping pictures of
Oh
myself.
yeah, sexy selfies.
Yeah.
Sensual. Ugh. Have you done anything like fun since we
Skate
last
3.
talked? Oh yeah, Skate 3. Skate 3 is a great game. I used to play that shit all the time on my 360, me and Alec, and then thankfully it was backwards compatible, and
Oh shit.
oh my god,
I'm
and
okay.
and thankfully Skate 3 was backwards compatible, and been playing that pretty recently, quite a bit, trying to do speed glitches and mess around. We played some of that earlier, but man, I'm washed up.
I used to play Skate 3 all the time on the 360, but um I didn't get much done because I barely knew how to do anything. But
Mhm.
like, well, I'd say like a week ago, I got on for the first time, and I was like, "Oh, Tyler's on Skate 3. I'll hop on it." When I tell you, it took me 3 days to practically learn every hard trick in the book. I know how to do it now. I know how to do the simple things apparently because me and Tyler did a what's that called? A tranny?
Tranny contest.
Yeah, we did
It's such a
that,
horrible name, but yeah.
and I suck. I can't do any kickflip apparently.
Oh, you're talking about the skate contests where you have to emulate exactly what the person before you did. So
Yeah.
you know a lot of like grab tricks so you can flip and stuff, but you don't know how to do like all the other like little
What?
things that you flick with your board,
Yeah, I don't know how to do that, but I know how to flick my board up. Like I know how to do like a
like an
kickflip and like
ollie.
a yeah, I know how to do some simple shit like that. But he lost me at like a I don't know, like a
Honestly,
ollie.
I don't know a whole lot about it. I just played that mode a couple times, and you start learning the names, and it literally shows you how to move the stick, and other than that, it's fine.
No, but other like literally, I was doing that and it didn't work.
Yeah, the the registration on it is pretty ass, but also you're not as accurate as you think you are, because it shows you where your stick was pointing, and I guess I'm not nearly as coordinated with it as I thought. I'm all over the place, I guess.
No, but no, that I was talking to you though. And I'm serious about this.
Mm,
I want to try recording one of those. I feel like even though the game is like 8 years old,
mm.
I feel like between me and you, that would be the most funniest shit because we haven't done this yet. Keep in mind, every time me and Tyler plays a game, we laugh and have the most fun for like a good chunk of the game.
I
And
mean, that's how it should be if you're playing games with
it's
friends.
like the most like, fun, entertaining experience ever. Because me and I don't know how, but me and Tyler have like this good sense of timing. So like I could like just randomly switch to his camera and then he can be like spinning like a cruise missile down to the earth head first. And it would just be like the most perfect like we do that shit all the time. And I don't know how we do it, but like we just have like
I
a good
I
sense of
think
timing.
you don't realize quite how manufactured some of those moments are.
Yes, they're very mine are manufactured too. But
Like
it's still
sometimes
funny though.
I'll stand at the top of a ramp. You're like doing some random tricky shit down at the bottom. Like like when you were going over the was that you? No, that wasn't you. But that's a good example. I was at the dam spillway entrance, and a different one of our friends was playing a completely different line below. And just every time he'd pass by, I'd just nosedive into the ground. Just absolutely face first into the floor. Drop dead like a sack of potatoes.
I don't think this was coordinated though. So I think we were at the same place, right?
Hmm.
When we were just jumping off. So I'm trying to get down this trick. So what I was trying to do was go off this big ramp and then backflip m- like while miracle whipping and then coffin and then land while I'm in a coffin. I go down to hit the ramp. Tyler comes from the left side and just fucking side swipes me and makes me fall off my board. It's like some of the
Uh,
shit, it's just funny as hell. And like even though it's some of it is quote unquote scripted, it's still funny as fuck.
yeah. I'm just messing with you.
Because I suck at the game. Even though
You're
I know how
better than you think you are. Actually, you're worse than you think you are in a lot of ways, but like yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. You're worse than you think you are. But you know some good stuff. You know some good stuff. Flipping's fun. You know the
there
fun
was only
stuff. That's all you need to know,
there
honestly.
was only a time where I literally only knew how to coffin. And the
That's
boys were
funny.
hyping me up like, ooh, that's a good trick. It's like thanks.
Hey, I had to reserve myself a bit not to go crazy on you.
Yeah, but I told you to do the craziest trick you could
I
think
never
of.
really perform
And
well when you ask me to do that. I always
and you
pull
and you
the
gave me
dumbest shit.
like the Christ trick, and then like you did a miracle whip backflip. I was like, that's the best you can do.
Honestly, it's
I mean,
less
better than me
about
because I can't pull it off
being able to
barely.
do a crazy trick and more about like g- going jump to jump very well.
Like landing your
Eh,
crazy tricks.
Yeah. Oh, and something you have yet to learn is manualing in and out of tricks. And I'm still learning that. That shit's tough.
What do you
But
mean by that? Define
that's
that.
that's like what. So manualing's when you only have two wheels of your board down. You can either do a normal manual where it's your back two on the floor, or nose manual, your front two wheels are on the floor.
Oh,
Yeah.
landing on two wheels?
Yeah.
That's
And
fucked.
and you can flip out of that. You can literally do your normal line just but manualing the whole way. And it's super tough to hold it. That's what I consider like
Oh, like doing a
the
wheelie.
perfect line. Yeah, but like doing that in and out of tricks the whole way through a skate park would be
Yeah,
the
I'm not sure
ideal
about
line.
that. uh,
I'm still
because like
working on it.
sometimes I hold it and I can hold it really good, but then this like not me, but like the game, it just the board goes down.
I think it's you. I'll show you some tricks.
But yeah, when we get on the skate 3 at 3 a.m. Yeah.
I'm de-
No, I'll be down. Like that as some conversation. I'll be down to play skate 3 after this.
Oh yeah. Don't you work or some shit?
Yeah, like 5
Unproductive
p.m.
ass. Okay.
Shit, how long are we at, bro? Like, this actually might be like a good stopping point for podcast.
We're at 50 minutes after the split. We're about 10 minutes in before that, if even that. We can
Oh
talk
well,
a little
yeah, we
more.
can talk a little bit more than like literally perfect podcast. We talked about our lives, like 3 topics
We
that we have
actually
not
we
like
actually
these
talked about something serious, and we talked
we're
about Dreamy
we're
Bowl.
we're just and these we're not even these aren't scripted. We're just coming up with these as we go.
For better or for worse.
Like, okay, we discussed Dreamy Bowl before the podcast. That was literally it.
We are always discussing Dreamy Bowl. He's just such a
Every
specimen.
sentence, it's like we out of nowhere the party can be silent, and then you'll hear. "Bah."
Oh, it's too good. Maybe that's a problem with our humor. And I've noticed
So
that
gay? Are we
what,
gay?
that's not a
We,
problem with the humor. That's a good.
but like, no. Hold on. We can talk about that. Whatever you're trying to talk about, but this is a serious question. Every meme we find hilarious is homosexualized. Like Peter Griffin. Like, holy
Being
shit!
gay is funnier than being straight.
It's
It's because they're not taking
and
yourself
people can
too
argue, be
serious.
like, "Oh, so you're making gay jokes. You're homophobic." No,
Oh, gay people make the gay jokes too.
they do. Our one of our friends is gay.
It's you. Drops your
Probably.
girlfriend immediately and just starts kissing passionately.
No, but there was actually when me and Tornado actually used to try on YouTube and Twitch how me and him were dating. And we used
Oh
to
my
play
god.
along with it. Because it was a thing in like the Twitch and YouTube thing, but it was like under wraps. It was only like a couple people saying stuff. But in me and his old friend group, dude, there was so we invited one of our friends to the party, and then our friend invited their friends to the party. Their friends were the most homophobic people ever. Me and Tornado go at it, being like me and Tornado are just saying the most disgusting, vile shit to each other, and then I take the bold move and go at them. I'm like, shut the fuck up, or I'll suck your fucking dick. I'll make your balls quake, like shit like that.
Yeah.
They blocked us.
They did you a favor, honestly.
Yeah. So what were you saying, anyways? Before I intermediate.
Um. Oh, our humor. It's a lot of our humor, and I guess this
Sorry.
goes to show for most of our generation as a whole. But like,
Yeah.
it's just copying things we hear, just like
Yeah.
restating memes, and like sometimes when it doesn't land, it feels kind of cringy that I even did it in the first place.
Like we're gonna watch this and
But
look
when,
back and
but
be like, that's cringe.
oh yeah, yeah, like give it 2 weeks, we'll be like damn near
I don't know. The lowest
hateful of
thing,
this.
the holy fuck I'm coming,
Yeah,
that thing, that's been a joke for like half a year.
you, I think you blow that one out of proportion.
Dude, I don't know why. It's just funny. It's hilarious.
A timeless classic.
But I want to say this, trying not to offend anybody in any shape, way, or form. But 2005 and above, so basically 2006 through 2012, that generation, but there's a difference between ours and theirs. You see, our generation. Now I'm gonna be quoting, so that means I can say these words because I'm not saying them to offend anybody or
Be
hurt anybody's
careful.
feelings. So I'm not gonna say obvious words that would actually get me canceled.
Okay.
But like back in the day, you can't say this stuff anymore. But if you use the famous KYS, right?
Yeah.
People from our generation, 2005 and below, won't get offended by that. Do it to yourself too, or go fuck yourself too.
Yeah.
Or like back in the day, we don't do this anymore because our generation's kind of learned to not do this. Back in the day, we used to call our friends fags.
Yep.
Dun dun dun. You say that shit now, people get so pissed off at you. But we don't see certain things the way that the newer generation does, because that's the kind of humor we grew up on. Like just dirty, foul mouthed humor. That's all it was, and that's all it ever will be. We don't
Yeah, it's just simply joking with other people.
like just because we say like fag or the fagot or the isn't queer happy technically,
Yeah. Well, that's gay is happy. I'm not sure what queer the whole point of it is.
but queer. That like that word we used to call our friends queers.
I don't think that one was used as much. At
No,
least
with me
I
and
can't
Tornado,
recall
it
it.
was used
Uh,
because I think there's probably an old video or two where you could hear me saying queer or fag or faggot, but it wasn't to insult Tornado. That's just what we called each other back in the day. Maybe
Linus
half.
Tech Tips did a podcast topic about that exact thing. Did you see that where when he was talking about it, he said we used to casually use the hard R, and what he meant was like mentally handicapped. That
Yes,
that R,
that's also
not
another word.
the hard R.
That's also another word that we used. Retarded, mentally retarded. I was so scared of saying it before because I was gonna say it because I was gonna say me and my friends were acting meh.
Yeah.
But I'm saying these in a non-aggressive way
I
because if I
never
don't say
understood that one because that is just a straight up medical term. Retarded.
mentally retarded.
Yeah.
Now I have said that, and not a lot of people have gotten mad at me in public for saying mentally retarded.
Like
But
that's how I'll describe it to my
now
parents
I'm so,
if they ask
I'm
about
sorry I'm sorry to say
someone
this.
special needs.
I'm sorry to say this, but it's true. I'm not going to make anybody happy by saying this. There's going to be somebody mad at me for saying this, but like I'm not saying this to offend anybody. I'm just trying to like not spread awareness, but like this is how things were back in the day pre COVID-19, and times changed, and we don't say and use these words and throw them around how we used to. But back in the day, quote unquote, I can't believe I'm saying that as an 18-year-old,
Back in
but
my day.
that's how it was. And I know somebody's going to get offended by what I say, probably, but I'm not saying this to be hurtful or offensive. This is just how it was. Like, there's just a lot of people that care too much because one person got their feelings hurt and they never want to get their feelings hurt again. But that's just not how the world works. You can't always be happy forever. I mean, you could try, but then the second you get hurt, you're going to be like the most hurt you ever got in your life. And it won't even be by something that hurtful.
Yeah, I never understood it. Them just being so sensitive.
It's
I
just
hate I
it's the
hate the
generation.
ones I hate the ones where it's like a normal cat video and the dude like pushes his cat like 2 inches to stop him
Animal
from like
abuser.
eat. Yeah, like the cat's literally about to like eat a car battery or something, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, how could you pull that out of his
He wa-
mouth so aggressively?"
he wanted to kill himself. You should have let him.
Yeah, I like it now. In the past couple of weeks, I've been seeing it like most of the comments are people just mocking. Like you can't even find anyone being like, "No, you can't do that." It's all people just
But see,
making jokes.
what I don't understand if it's like a generation thing or if it's just a learning thing. Like I don't know if the new generation is like just somehow got born. Now see me saying this now, that this is gonna have me on thin ice. Me saying what I'm gonna say. They're a little soft.
That's not
And
that.
the new generation's
It's
a
not
little
that
soft.
uncommon of an
But
opinion.
that's what every generation says about the next generation.
Yeah.
Millennials say the same shit about Gen X. Gen X says the same stuff about Gen Z. I think that's what they're called.
I mean,
But
just times will always just keep getting better and better. I mean,
yeah, but
it,
then
until
what
something so bad happens that like people will have
nobody's
not won't even have the time to think about inconveniences like that, which I don't know will happen for at least hopefully a long time. The fact that they're arguing about like little words like that, like stupid simple words,
yeah, but unfortunately
is
words
actually a
can
good
hurt
sign.
apparently. I mean, words do hurt apparently. Like not apparently they do. Some words do.
Like the fact that they have that much free time to care about something that matters so little means we're prospering as a society,
But is it?
regardless of if it seems like that. I
If it's
mean, yeah,
pros
they
I
have
mean, yeah,
nothing better to do.
but like
They're able to live a
It's
happier
going to
life.
come full circle back to where everybody's a racist, homophobic Catholic.
Uh,
And I think that is a perfect sentence and way to start to leave off this episode of the
yep.
Subpar game.
Everyone's gonna be a racist Catholic.
um, so yeah, we hope you enjoyed our first time back in a couple months. We're sorry about that, and it won't happen again unless my life or Tyler's life becomes worse. And you know, we'll see you in the next episode. In the next
We
episode,
still haven't recorded an outro, a pre-made outro like we were
yes.
planning.
So the next, me and Tyler are gonna talk. This is the new season, but nothing's changed. But
Yeah.
we're going to we're gonna have a lot. There's gonna be a lot of changes in the next episode. So
This is
yeah,
basically season 1, episode 11.
yeah. It's in season 2.
Yeah. The mask is off.
Surprise.
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
See you guys.